नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं टीवी9। मैं हूं साक्षी बत्रा। आपदा को अवसर में बदलने की कोशिश के जरिए मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म ने शुरुआत की है देखो अपना देश इनिशिएटिव की। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने भी लॉकडाउन की वजह से टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री को लगे धक्के से उभरने के लिए विदेश घूमने की जगह अपने ही देश को घूमने की काफी पहल की है। वैक्सीनेशन की जोरदार ड्राइव और कोरोना के लगातार कम हो रहे केसेस के बीच में अब पूरा देश लगभग अनलॉक हो चुका है। और आप अगर ट्रैवल करने की तैयारी में हैं, तो जानिए सरकार के इस इनिशिएटिव के बारे में भी। आज टीवी9 की इस खास पेशकश में हम अपने खास मेहमानों से समझेंगे कि टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री को वापस पटरी पर लाने के लिए क्या कुछ कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं और इसमें सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स और सरकार की क्या भूमिका रहेगी। Joining in on this show, I have with me an esteemed panel of experts. I have with me Mr. KB Kachru, Chairman Emeritus and Principal Advisor, South Asia Radisson Hotel Group. और हमारे साथ है ज्योति मयल, प्रेसिडेंट ट्रैवल एजेंट्स एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया, और साथ ही हमारे साथ हैं मिस्टर अमृत मान, डायरेक्टर मान टूर्स. Now he's also the honorary secretary of Indian Tourist Transport Association. Welcome panelists and appreciate you joining in on this very important discussion. Let me quick start by the lady first, and I want to understand from you, Jyoti ji, where are we at when it comes to recovery in the tourism sector? Now we understand that we are seeing this high pace of vaccinations in India. काफी ज्यादा हद तक हम देख चुके हैं कि कोविड के केसेस भी अब कंट्रोल्ड है और जो थर्ड वेव की आशंका थी वो भी अब काफी कम हो चुकी है। तो जो प्री पैंडेमिक के लेवल्स थे उसे अटेन करने में अब हम कितना दूर हैं, और रेवेन्यूज, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज की बात करें, कितना कुछ ऑलरेडी हमने कवर अप कर लिया है।
Thank you, Sakshi, and I'd like to thank TV9 also for getting us all together here to share our views. I think tourism is still a long way to go. Of course, we are recovering very well. But if we just go back to the history, almost 17 million plus international travelers and 11 million inbound tourists and 2.3 billion domestic tourism visits and 27 million outbound was generated by the Indian tourism industry. Domestic tourism is on the rise, and we actually welcome that because I think it's been very long since India was neglected being the domestic market for themselves. We love going out than to travel ourselves into India. जो तो हमारा पर्यटन का जो हमारा चेंज आया है इस कंट्री में, I think that's a good move. And the Ministry of Tourism, like you said, has done a lot for देखो अपना देश, and it's a beautiful episode which started in April last year. And the way they have revived India by showing this is a very good step. But it doesn't end there. It just starts there. That's just where we are actually starting to get tourism back. Because we are going to be starting from ground zero after these 2 years. And it's going to be very, very difficult. It's very easy. We know the flights are very full currently because there is a conflict of what I'm talking right now. The hotels in some places are doing very well. We've heard a lot about it, staycations, dry vacations. We've heard all that happening in our country. But to say that tourism is absolutely on its road up to recovery in India is a true point. But if you're talking about international and inbound, it's a far way to go. We are very happy that 5 lakh visas, tourist visas have been given for free and to be consumed by March 2022. But unless the commercial flights open, how are we going to consume those? Is another question mark. So that's why why I want to say more emphasis on the coordinated policies, because unless those come into place by the government and the private partners in this industry, tourism is not going to move up a lot.
एब्सोल्युटली वेरी पर्टिनेंट पॉइंट्स, और शुरुआत में ही आपने एक बहुत पूरी 360 डिग्री व्यू दे दिया है अभी टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री का कि कहाँ पर अभी हम हैं और कितना और आगे रिकवरी बाकी है। मिस्टर काचरू, अब मैं आपको पूछना चाहूँगी, होटल इंडस्ट्री में करंट ऑक्यूपेंसी लेवल्स को देखते हुए क्या लग रहा है? जिस तरीके से हम बातचीत सुन रहे थे सेकेंड वेव के बाद एक रिवेंज स्पेंड की, रिवेंज ट्रैवल की, तो क्या आपको अपनी इंडस्ट्री में उस तरीके का कोई भी साइंस नजर आ रहे हैं? अभी भी क्या लोग फिलहाल बिजनेस ट्रैवल पे ही ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं या फिर लेजर ट्रैवल भी अब पिकअप होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है?
आई थिंक हम सबको एक चीज एक्सेप्ट कर लेनी चाहिए दैट वी हैव हैड अ हिस्टोरिक टेक्निकल रिसेशन इन आवर कंट्री, और इस चीज के लिए हम सबको ये देखना पड़ेगा ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म हमारी इकोनॉमी के लिए कितना अच्छा है। हमारे अभी प्रधानमंत्री जी की बात कर रहे थे, इट वाज वंडरफुल ऑफ हिम टू से at Red Fort that tourism is one of the pillars of our economy. लेकिन इसको शॉप फ्लोर लेवल पे अगर इम्प्लीमेंट करना हो तो हम सबको ये देखना पड़ेगा, टूरिज्म डज इट रियली होल्ड द की? हम सारी एसोसिएशंस ने, ट्रांसपोर्टर एसोसिएशन ने, हम सब ने मिलके काफ़ी चीज़ें सामने रखी हैं कि अगर आप टूरिज्म को एक पिलर ऑफ इकोनॉमी मानते हो तो टूरिज्म को वैसे समझे और कुछ कोऑर्डिनेटेड पॉलिसीज बनाएं। आपने मुझसे एक सवाल पूछा कि रिवेंज टूरिज्म शुरू हुआ है कि नहीं। देखिए, ऐसा है कि अगर आपके बॉर्डर्स बंद हैं, कमर्शियल फ्लाइट्स बंद हैं, तो अभी तो इंटरनेशनल ट्रैफिक तो आएगा नहीं इंडिया, और हमको वो बात एक्सेप्ट कर लेनी चाहिए। और डोमेस्टिक टूरिज्म में यस, लेजर टूरिज्म में काफ़ी बढ़ावा आया है, और जितनी भी लेजर लोकेशंस हैं, फॉर्चुनेटली दे आर डूइंग वेरी वेल। एंड आई मस्ट से डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ टूरिज्म ने देखो अपना देश स्कीम जो है उसको काफ़ी बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं। एंड आई मस्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट देम कि एक एरिया ऐसा है कि जहाँ पे लोगों को भी रियलाइजेशन आ गई है कि हमारे पास अपना देश देखने के लिए बहुत कुछ है। हमारा एक स्टेट दूसरे स्टेट में जाता नहीं है। हमारे लोग जो हैं नॉर्थ से साउथ, साउथ से नॉर्थ जाने की कितनी अच्छी जगहें हैं, और वहाँ लोगों ने जाना शुरू किया है। और इस सब करने के लिए आई थिंक हमको बॉक्स के बाहर, लाइक वी से, वी हैव टू एक्चुअली लुक एट हाउ डू वी कम बैक, एंड वी नीड टू लर्न फ्रॉम लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज, चाहे वो कंट्रीज छोटी हैं या बड़ी हैं। आई थिंक वी हैव टू take actions which will actually help us improving domestic tourism. But we have to internally accept that we can't give travel a miss.
Absolutely.
I mean, that would be my overall umbrella view. But I'm sure हम hotels की बात करेंगे, उनकी occupancies की बात करेंगे. I'll be happy to talk about it.
Right. Mr. Maan, let me bring you in now. आपसे ये जानना चाहते हैं कि आपके व्यूज देखो अपना देश, ये जो टूरिज्म थीम है इसके ऊपर क्या है, और इसके तहत क्या आपको लगता है अब कंज्यूमर्स ज़्यादा डोमेस्टिक ट्रैवल करने के लिए तैयार हैं, उत्सुक हैं न्यू नॉर्मल में? क्या कुछ सर्वेज या स्टैटिस्टिक्स ऐसा कहते हैं कि लोगों की प्रेफरेंसेस अब काफ़ी चेंज हो गई है इस पोस्ट पैंडेमिक में? लोग ज़्यादा प्रॉक्सिमिटी ट्रैवल, ड्राइव टू डेस्टिनेशंस लेना चाहते हैं, और आपने स्पेसिफिकली कुछ स्पेसिफिक इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं इन रीसेंट टाइम्स इस देखो अपना देश इनिशिएटिव के तहत, जिससे आपका बिजनेस भी और बूस्ट हो सके?
नमस्कार काजल साहब, नमस्कार ज्योति जी एंड साक्षी, नमस्कार, एंड थैंक यू टू TV9. Yes, lot of changes they happened in the last 18 months. Trust me, last 18 months they have been the worst time of our industry, of even my life also, you can say. Somehow we are able to survive. Earlier we used to have mostly the foreign tourists using the high-end vehicles, but now these days I am seeing upper middle class है और higher class है, HNIs हैं, उन्होंने भी they have started using luxury vehicles, which was not a trend earlier. Like in 2019 or 2020 or before that, only foreign tourists used to drive these vehicles. Very few Indians they used to drive, but the change is there. Now the Indians they have also started using, especially the HNIs, as I spoke to you. Regarding that you spoke to me, देखो अपना देश, तो हमने बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव लिया उसके लिए। सबसे बड़ा इनिशिएटिव आई मस्ट एक्सप्लेन कि हमने 14 अगस्त को we had taken 100 unprivileged kids for daily sightseeing, and for that we covered our 8 coaches into national triathlons. We specially designed our coaches and took those kids for the trip. Trust me, when the kids they came in the evening, they were so happy, and surprisingly, not a single kid has seen any of the monuments in Delhi. We had taken them to Qutub Minar, Humayun's Tomb, Red Fort, India Gate, Parliament House, Rajpath, and all these places. But strangely, nobody has seen any of the monuments. So it was very important कि हम अपने बच्चों को अपना पहले देश दिखाएं और वो ही बड़े होकर अपने देश के बारे में बोले। आपने शुरू में बोला था कि where we stand now compared to tourism in 2019 and now. If you talk about tourism in 2019, it was like say 100, and last year it was, let's say, 10%. Now it is just 25-30% only, and it was 30% even is there. It is because domestic tourism.
Absolutely. Jyoti ji, just like how Mr. Maan pointed out that for children travel also, now that we are seeing that Covaxin is perhaps being given an approval to be given to children above 2 years of age, will that encourage parents to now send their children for excursions like how we used to see before? And constantly, all three of you have been saying that, how international foreign tourists are the bigger chunk of our tourist places, and for them to come to India, it's absolutely essential and imperative. I wanted to understand, you've been talking about this coordinated policies. How essential is it for our own local produced vaccines like Covaxin to also get registered, to be recognized in more wider countries? Now we've got through UK, which is good. But for these vaccines to also get recognized in other countries, how imperative is that before we can see more and more tourists flow in and flow out?
It's very important, Sakshi, that we need to get our vaccines which are made domestically to be recognized, because I think we cannot go ahead with it, because we've already seen that more than 14% of our population has got inoculated with Covaxin, and that's a huge chunk. And the figures that we see today, is actually the people who've got themselves vaccinated are the travelers. The figures that we see, it's 90 crores. It's like, they are the people who are going to be really the travelers. So they are the ones who need to get onto the ease of policies. And I don't know why internationally WHO is taking so long to actually recognize it. And I think our Prime Minister needs to be more affirmative and more firm about it. And then only these things will come in, though we are hearing every week it's going to happen. Is that, tourism will never come up unless the travel restrictions become low, unless the virus is contained, unless if there is going to be a lack of coordinated policies between countries, there'll be low consumer confidence. Of course, the economic environment is going to be playing a very vital role. And of course, if there is only slow flight resumptions. So we need all these to be structured together to increase outbound and inbound. Because I always say, ये दोनों एक ही पल्ले के दो हिस्से हैं. Outbound होगा, inbound बढ़ेगा. Inbound आएगा तो outbound बढ़ेगा.
Mr. Kashu, I'd like to come to you on the same subject as well, to understand from you how critical is it for these vaccination protocols, the quarantine levels and the RT-PCR tests. How essential is it that all the governments get together to release some of these restrictions so that people feel more safer and feel more normal to travel in these worlds? And we need to encourage more travel at this point in time. So some incentive, some stimulus programs will need to be extended.
Sakshi, I think nobody can even say that it's not important. I think this is something you have no choice, and I think it's good to follow all protocols. I don't think there should be any concession on protocols. But what my colleagues from the trade said, Jyoti and Manji, what they said was there has to be coordinated policy. The problem is, before we talk about international, we were talking about Dekho Apna Desh. At least all our states should have one coordinated policy. I'll go back to the importance of tourism. Hospitality is a very capital-intensive business.
Yes.
And we need to make it attractive for people to come and invest in our business. So for them, I think what is most important is how will they survive? We will come to the next stage of revival and ultimately thrive. I think the situation today is, in the last 1 year, I think over 130 lakh crores have been lost in our business. I think the revenues compared to 2019, I think we had about 75% of revenues which were wiped out. I mean, on one hand, we say employment is India's main issue. Now, if due importance is not given to travel and tourism, which includes hospitality, which includes the other parts of tourism, I think we have to see how do we hold on together, how do we actually survive. And if we say that we are capable of taking care of 10 to 12% of total employment in India, I think we need to work in that particular manner. So I would say, yes, following protocols in these times are absolutely essential. We need coordinated policies to work out and work accordingly. And third is, all stakeholders have to be supported at this time. If stakeholders are not supported, how will they survive? And suddenly, how will you have the infrastructure? I mean, on a lighter side, some of our colleagues even say, that how long will it take us? Will it take us another 1 decade to tell our authorities that tourism is an industry? You'll be surprised that we do not even have infrastructure status. We are not on the concurrent list.
Absolutely. But Mr. Kachru, I also wanted to ask you what you were talking about in this current status. If you could help us, give us a sense of what are the occupancy levels currently across India. Are you seeing more instances of, say, weekend travel? या फिर अभी भी आपको लगता है ये कुछ मेट्रोज में ही सीमित है, स्टेकेशंस अभी भी मेट्रोज में ही सीमित है या उसके बियॉन्ड भी जा रहा है? और क्या होटल इंडस्ट्री अपने बिजनेस मॉडल्स में भी कुछ चेंजेस ला रही है इस नए नॉर्मल में, न्यू प्रेफरेंशियल चेंजेस में जो आ रहे हैं लोगों के बीच? डिजिटल नोमैड्स बन चुके हैं कई लोग, क्योंकि जैसे आपने बताया कि कई लोग वर्क फ्रॉम टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशंस अब काम करने वाले हैं, तो ऐसे में क्या चेंजेस आप लेकर आ रहे हैं होटल इंडस्ट्री में?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि occupancies have definitely stabilized and they are improving. There is no doubt about it. And leisure destinations जितनी भी हैं, they are doing well. I would say, I am happy to say that they are doing well, and we are seeing a definite growth because domestic tourism at that level has started moving well. And we hope things will move, but I don't think internal meetings will have the same flair what they used to have pre-2019. That's my view. Absolutely. I hope I am proven wrong, but that is my view as of today.
We all hope so, sir, so that we can go back to our previous normal. Don't know when, but hopefully so. Mr. Maan, इंडिया काफ़ी डाइवर्स कंट्री है जहाँ पर रिमार्केबल हिस्ट्री के बारे में, उसकी हेरिटेज, आर्ट, कल्चर के बारे में हम अक्सर सुनते हैं, बातें करते हैं और पूरी दुनिया भर में इसके चर्चे भी होते हैं. Where do you really see domestic tourism potential, especially from the perspective of road travel currently? Where are people traveling to? Which are the hottest destinations in terms of domestic travel?
सबसे पहले तो मैं बोलूँगा कि काचुर साहब ने सही नवज पकड़ी है कि अपनी इंडियन टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री को, हमारे को इंडस्ट्री का स्टेटस ही नहीं है. हमारी जो इंडस्ट्री है, इट गिव्स ऑलमोस्ट 15% एम्प्लॉयमेंट टू द होल इंडिया, and it adds almost 12% GDP to the Indian economy. But we are not under industry or in any concurrent policies. So I think Achus is quite right. Now regarding what we have culture, we have got Himalayas, we have got Badrinath ji, Kedarnath ji, Golden Temple, we have got deserts for adventure. We have got, if you move one state to other state, so if we have 29 states, there are different cultures, different religions are there. So there are a lot to explore in India. Sakshi ji, if you will have time, I would like to invite you, your channel, the stakeholders of the industry like Ministry of Tourism, maybe Jyoti ji also, Kachur Sahab also, from the north also. I will provide you as many buses on that day, wherever you wish to go, where you see what are the bottlenecks, the real bottlenecks, and why are those. So the biggest bottleneck is, let's say, if you are going to Agra, so on the Taj Expressway, the speed limit 65 km per hour for the buses. But
Yeah.
how can you expect the foreign tourists or even the Indian tourists? They are going in these the latest buses like Volvo buses. They are like 65 km per hour speed is nothing. तो सबसे पहले जो 65 km per hour की स्पीड है उसको, और इवन ऑन नेशनल हाईवेज आल्सो, मोदी जी का विजन है और गडकरी साहब का विजन है टू कनेक्ट ऑल द मेट्रोज ऑफ इंडिया विद सुपर एक्सप्रेसवेज. मगर उन सब का फायदा क्या है जब तक उनको यूटिलाइज नहीं कर पाएंगे. अब हमारी जो टैक्सीज है, आई टॉक अबाउट टैक्सी, हमारी टैक्सी इवन मर्सिडीज है या क्रिस्टा है, उसको एक स्पीड लिमिट बांध दी गई है 80 किलोमीटर पर आवर. बट अगर वही एक प्राइवेट कार है, उसको वो चाहे मारुति है, चाहे मर्सिडीज है, BMW है, it can move at any speed. Now, if the senior delegates they come and they use our Mercedes cars or BMW cars, and they are going at the speed of 80 km, but other cars they are moving at 100, 120 km per hour, and we get so many complaints because of that, and we lose so much. See, we lose domestic tourism also because of that. The people they prefer to take their own vehicles instead of taking our vehicles.
Mr. Kashru, you wanted to say a word?
I just want to tell Mr. Maan, never ever give up.
Yes,
You know,
that's the spirit, and that's exactly the spirit, and that's what we are going to be staying with. Jyoti ji, I'm going to give you a last word, and then we'll wrap up because we are running out of the show. You represent an industry जहाँ पर सबसे ज़्यादा vulnerable लोग sections को affect हुआ है इस COVID-19 period में. भले ही हम ट्रैवल एजेंट्स की बात करें, टूर गाइड्स की बात करें, सीवियर लॉकडाउन पे सबसे ज्यादा अगर इम्पैक्ट पड़ा तो इस वल्नरेबल सेक्शन पर पड़ा. अगर आप हमारे को बता पाएं कि क्या उनका कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आया है इंडस्ट्री में वापस आने के लिए, जब लॉकडाउन हुआ अगर वो जॉब छोड़कर गए तो क्या वो वापस आए हैं या नहीं, अगर नहीं तो एक सस्टेनेबल इंक्लूसिव इंडस्ट्री बिल्ड करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए एज ऑल द बिगेस्ट स्टेक होल्डर्स जो इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर हैं, ऑल ऑफ यू, हाउ कैन यू कोलैबोरेट to ensure that all the vulnerable sections of the tourism industry are really protected?
Well, I think Sakshi, the time that you've given us is too short. There are too many things to say, and it's a discussion which can be never ending actually. So because I see the impact is a lot. We are expecting 5 lakh people losing out jobs. I mean, the job reduction is going to be a huge. And especially as the world starts opening up, you'll see more and more job losses. Right now, what we're looking is at people sitting at home and working from home. And if you realize, tourism is a very huge sector. It's got a huge value chain. It starts right from the craft guy or the guy who cooks food also, to the rickshaw walas, to the scooter walas, to the tourist guys. So there is a huge gambit of people which are under the spectra of the industry. And again, like Mr. Kachru said, we don't saying it an industry, we are not an industry. We don't have an industry status. So that's why it's a great effort to always talk about it as an industry and then go back on your words and say, hey, this is a sector, this is not an industry. So I think that's the first thing, like Mr. Kachru said, we need. But that confidence will only come once people start, more jobs opening start happening, more offices start opening. All offices haven't opened, they're still not working to full strength. So even the tourist guys or everything. So it's all about inclusiveness. Just 1 minute I'm going to take before I come back to totally inclusiveness, because I've heard everyone talk about India. I also say something that India is a wonderful tourist country. There's no country which has all the 4 seasons, more than 4 actually, and much more beyond everything. The plethora is huge. But where are the policies is something which we really need to talk about. I mean, there is something called that you're always asking for the government to give us finances, to help us in our cash. And for that, I will not say that the government is not doing enough. The government has to do more and more with consumers and associations like us. They cannot take unilateral decisions there. That will, because we know where the shoe pinches. Mr. Kachru knows where his employees are suffering. Maan Sahab knows where the drivers are suffering. I know where the industry is suffering. We need to collaborate, but they have to hear us. Just doing, I'm going to say it in the Hindi word, khana puri karna is not what is needed. So states and center have to get together to bring this down. And marketing, we somehow lack in marketing. Our marketing just doesn't exist. And unless that happens, tourism is not growing. People, till the time they don't know that they are safe, People don't know the proper protocols. People do not know the proper policies and what it is going to take for them to travel from one destination to another. So I think all this needs to be looked into and then make it inclusive in the very broader sense. That's what I believe in.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to end on that note. Thank you very much, panelists, Ms. Jyoti, Mr. Kachru and Mr. Maan, for sharing all these wonderful insights with all our viewers. हमारे सभी व्यूअर्स ने अभी सभी टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री के दिग्गजों को सुना है। इन सभी ने मिलकर आपको अपने देश की तरफ काफी प्रोत्साहित किया है और इस टीम और इस पहल की तरफ जुड़ने के लिए आह्वान भी किया है। आप अपने देश को बेहतर जानेंगे तभी देश का पर्यटन भी बढ़ेगा और साथ ही साथ देश की अर्थव्यवस्था पर भी एक बेहतर असर पड़ेगा। इसी के साथ इस खास शो को यही समेटते हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए।